Hi! If you want to look slimmer in clothes without dieting, exercising, or buying a whole new wardrobe, yep, that's possible, you are in the right place. No matter your body size, your age, your body shape, in this video I'm sharing genius tips that go way beyond the basics, from simple tricks to powerful styling techniques, so you can feel more confident in your outfits starting today. I'll be showing you real-life examples on different body shapes, so you can see exactly how these tips work in real life, not just on perfect models. So let's get into this. Accentuate your slimmest parts. If you want to look instantly slimmer without changing your clothes, the secret lies in knowing where to guide the eye. And one of the most powerful ways to do that is by drawing attention to your naturally slimmest areas, like your waistline, neckline, and wrists. When you highlight these zones and create structure around them, your whole outfit starts working with your body, not against it. Let's have a look into several real-life examples. A bulky shirt worn over loose can hide your shape completely, but by tucking in it slightly, adding a belt, and letting the neckline breathe, you instantly create definition at the waist and elongate the torso. Also, notice how sharp angles like the handbag, the straps, the pointed toe shoes, a little bit of belt detail on the waist, and rolled up sleeves, all these elements subtly pull the eye inward, slimming the silhouette even more. Now, every clothing piece has an outer line, whether it is boxy, straight, or gently curved, and that outline visually shapes the body as well. Let's take a look at this next example. On the left, I have a vest which is quite boxy, while on the right we are using a vest with a naturally cinched cut. Clothing pieces like this, peplum tops, hourglass cut blazers, elongated vests, they all create the illusion of a defined waist and sculptured curves. That hourglass outline instantly pulls the eye inward and helps create a longer, leaner silhouette. Now let's watch this example. The flowy pink dress hides the body completely, while the belted one defines the waist and brings out her curves in the best way. Now, loose-fitting shapes can be tricky. In the first outfit, everything blends into one white, undefined block. But in the second look, a more fitted top paired with tapered trousers create much better balance. It draws attention to the neckline and arms and ankles, naturally slimmer areas for many apple-shaped ladies. So the rule is simple. Find the ways to show off the parts you love: your waist, your wrist, your neckline, ankles, and let the rest work around them. Tip 2. Avoid clingy fabrics. Choosing the right fabric is a very important but usually overlooked detail when it comes to creating a more flattering silhouette. Shiny, clingy, or overly textured materials tend to highlight every bump and curve, especially in the areas we may want to downplay. So instead, opt for structured, matte fabrics that gently skim the body and create a smoother, more flattering silhouette. Here is what I mean. On the left, we see a silky, clingy satin skirt. It reflects light and hugs every curve, including the ones I might not want to highlight. But simply by swapping to a structured, matte skirt that gently skims over the hips instantly creates a smoother, sleeker silhouette. The subtle vertical stripe and button details draw the eye up and down instead of side to side. Now, let's see this example with a plus-sized beautiful lady, my mom. The outfit on the left features a shiny, crinkled fabric that emphasizes volume and texture, especially around the bust and hips and middle section. But on the right, the matte suit in a similar tone smooths everything out. It has structure, it follows the body without clinging, and the subtle tailoring makes all the difference. Now, the texture blue dress hides the body completely, and the texture of the fabric adds additional volume, while the belted one defines the waistline and brings out her curves in the best way. So remember, not all fabrics are your friends when it comes to creating a slimmer silhouette, especially if they are clingy, shiny, or add bulk. So if you want to look more streamlined, go for fabrics that skim the body. Think matte, structured, and softly tailored for the best result. Opt for straight leg. The shape of your trousers or jeans can make or break your silhouette. One of the most flattering cuts for almost every body type is a classic straight leg. Let's look at this comparison. On the left, the jeans are tight and taper in sharply at the ankle, which can make the hips look wider by the contrast. But on the right, a pair of straight leg jeans creates a long continuous line from hip to hemline, making the legs appear more balanced and elongating the lower body. Now here is the same principle on a plus size body. The wide leg jeans on the left, though comfortable, add unnecessary bulk and makes the look a little bit sloppy. But when swapped to a straight leg style, the entire silhouette is more defined, clean, and flattering. The fit still allows room for comfort, but without extra volume. So a straight leg cut is your wardrobe's quiet hero. It balances the proportions, lengthens the legs, and works with almost any top or shoe style. Take advantage of that. Avoid horizontal color contrast. We all have heard that horizontal lines can be unflattering, but this goes beyond just patterns. I'm talking about the concept of horizontal contrast in your outfit. So when two colors sharply change at your widest point, it draws the eye straight there and can make that area appear broader. That's why it's best to avoid creating contrast at your widest spots. Take a look at these outfits. On the left, the black belt cuts the body in half at the waist and hips, which visually draws attention to the widest part of an apple-shaped lady. By adding a long black vest, we extended the vertical line and shifted the visual focus up and down, not side to side. So the outfit feels longer, leaner, and more balanced. And here's another great example on a plus-size body. The light floral top stops exactly at the hips and contrasts with the darker pattern trousers, again highlighting the widest part of the body. But swapping to a darker top that shapes the waist and keeps the visual tone consistent from top to bottom creates a much more flattering silhouette. The eye follows the long vertical line rather than breaking at the center. So when in doubt, keep color transitions away from your widest points and use vertical lines to elongate instead of horizontal lines that cut the body. Avoid overwhelming prints or wear them strategically. Bold prints can be fun, but if they overwhelm your frame, they can also visually add bulk. The key is to wear prints in the right place and then in the right proportion for your body. Printed trousers with a neutral top ground the outfit while keeping the focus on the lower part. But on the right, when we flip it and wear the print on top, the effect is different. More visual volume near the face and shoulders, balanced with sleek, solid bottoms. Now let's have a look how it works for a plus-sized ladies. All-over print dress has no structure or contrast, so it blends the entire body into one large shape with no defined lines. But on the right, we have broken up the print, keeping it just on the top and pairing it with solid trousers and a light jacket that brings back balance and structure. In this case, the body looks more proportioned and the eye moves vertically, not outward. So if you love bold prints, go for it. Just wear them where you want to draw your attention and balance them out with structure or solids elsewhere. Add a third piece. Adding a third piece to your outfit like a blazer, vest, or lightweight jacket is one of the smartest ways to create structure, elongate your silhouette, and subtly camouflage the sides. So in the first look, the outfit is complete, but it lacks a focal point and vertical structure. The pattern trousers dominate the whole look. But once we add a long line blazer, it instantly pulls the outfit together. The blazer creates vertical lines along the body, almost like slimming side panels, which guide the eye up and down, not side to side. And here's how it works on a plus-sized frame. On the left, a flowy top over printed trousers adds volume without any shape. And on the right, just by layering a fitted vest over a simple top, we immediately define the waist and create the same long vertical line. It breaks up the print and adds visual clarity. Even something as simple as open printed blouse or a simple shirt can work. In this look, we go from a basic tank top and skirt combination to a complete outfit that feels more intentional. The third piece adds color, movement, and again, those flattering vertical side panels that visually slim the torso. And the third piece can be really very lightweight, like in this example. Open work blouse, breathable, that makes a perfect addition even in summer. Third pieces do double duty. They add interest and act like a built-in shaping tools. So when in doubt, layer it up. Define your shoulder line. If you want to instantly create a more balanced and flattering silhouette, start with your shoulders. A well-defined shoulder line can make your waist appear smaller and your posture more upright. So in this look, thin straps visually narrow the shoulders and emphasize the midsection. There is no framing or structure to anchor the upper body. But on the right, after some swaps, the wrap-style tops creates clear angles around the shoulders and waist. That sharp shoulder definition lifts the overall silhouette and creates the illusion of a more cinched-in middle. Now let's look at how this works on a plus-size frame. Even though I love diagonal print and it's really beautiful because it helps to elongate the body, however, the structured shoulder cap balances the frame beautifully. It strengthens the top line, gives the body more presence, and naturally enhances the hourglass shape. I hope you found these tips helpful and feel inspired to play around with what's already in your wardrobe. Because looking your best isn't about size, it's about smart styling. Remember, it's all in small adjustments. The third piece, the shoulder line, the right fabrics that makes the biggest difference. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching. Keep shining, stay classy, and see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao!